A few years ago, Oksana and Herman vowed to spend their lives together. Herman was a driven entrepreneur, steadily laying the foundation of his business, while Oksana finally found the opportunity to pursue her love for fashion. With a sewing machine and a small workspace, a thoughtful gift from Herman, she devoted herself to designing clothes. What began as small personal projects soon grew into custom requests from friends and acquaintances, each order fueling her passion further. Herman stood by her side throughout, even paying for courses and workshops to help her refine her craft. Meanwhile, his own business faced the struggles of its early stages. Everything began to shift when Vladimir, a friend from his college days, reappeared. Impressed by Herman's vision, Vladimir became increasingly involved, eventually turning into a trusted business partner. Their collaboration thrived, and Herman grew to rely heavily on him. Pleased with the life he had built, a flourishing business, a loving wife, and a warm home, Herman decided to surprise Oksana after returning unexpectedly from a trip. Remembering her love for unique handcrafted pieces, he thought of a small jewelry shop he had once passed by. Curious if they created custom designs, he called ahead, confirmed, and soon arranged a visit. Working alongside the artisans, Herman designed a white gold ring set with delicate gemstones, crafted to resemble rolling ocean waves, a symbol of the day they first met by the sea. When the ring was complete, he presented it to Oksana. She was touched deeply by the gesture and wore it proudly with her wedding band. Months later, after a long day at work, Herman came home looking forward to a peaceful evening. While Oksana served dinner, he noticed her new ring was missing. "Zana never takes off her ring," he remarked, puzzled. She admitted she had scratched it while sewing and had taken it to her workshop for repair. "If you had told me, I could have taken it back to the jeweler who made it," Herman said, his disappointment evident. She waved off his concern with a light laugh. "It's just a minor fix. I've already handled it." The next morning, Herman rushed out to catch public transport since his car was still in the shop. On the way, he couldn't stop wondering how Oksana had managed to scratch the ring with her sewing machine. Then again, she had always been prone to accidents, so he brushed it off. Later that day, already running late for an important contract meeting, he couldn't find a taxi. Just then, he spotted Vladimir's car parked nearby. Surprised, since Vladimir had called in sick, Herman grew curious. His curiosity deepened when he saw Vladimir step out of a shop carrying a small bag. "What are you doing here?" "I thought you were sick," Herman asked, suspicion rising. Vladimir paused briefly, then shrugged it off, saying he was feeling better and had just needed to pick up a few things. Herman, pressed for time, asked for a ride to the business center. As they drove, Vladimir steered the conversation back to work, passionately urging Herman to move forward with their plan to expand and formalize their partnership as equals, something they had discussed before but delayed because of paperwork. But Herman wasn't fully listening. A growing unease gnawed at him. Leaning down to grab a water bottle from the floor mat, something shiny caught his eye. It was Oksana's custom ring. His heart sank. His mind raced, piecing together the strange illness, the convenient absence, the missing ring, all now linked by one undeniable discovery. The realization hit him like a lightning strike. Vladimir wasn't just pursuing a stake in the business. He had been pursuing Oksana. Fury and betrayal flooded through Herman. Fortunately, the company was registered entirely in his name, leaving him with full control. Without delay, he locked Vladimir out of all business accounts, revoked his access to documents, and barred him from the office. That evening, Herman confronted Oksana, handing her back the ring and exposing her betrayal. The color drained from her face as the truth became undeniable. Herman, resolute, ordered her to leave. Though she begged tearfully for forgiveness and pleaded for another chance, he remained firm. To cut off all ties, he even arranged for the rest of her belongings to be delivered by courier, a final act of closure. With nowhere else to turn, Oksana sought comfort in Vladimir. But reality soon caught up. Their relationship, built on jealousy and selfish ambition, began to crumble. Vladimir's business ventures faltered, and financial pressures mounted. The burden shifted onto Oksana, who found herself working to support them both. The strain eventually became too much, and she left, finding refuge with a friend before filing for divorce. Later, she attempted to reconcile with Herman, but he refused. The past was behind him. That chapter of his life was closed. Instead, he dedicated himself fully to his work, focused on the future, determined to leave the betrayal in the past and move forward without looking back.